Bride of the Mysterious CEO. Chapter 1, Forced to Marry. Aunt, I beg you to save my mother. I will definitely return this money to you. Elena knelt in the living room and cut out a few times. There was already blood on her forehead. Save her. Do you think she can still be alive? Her aunt sneered and her disgusted gaze swept across her body. She has been lying in the hospital for 5 years and still hasn't died. She can really endure it. Before Elena could say anything, her cousin Amara interrupted. That's right. You clearly know that continuing to save her is a waste of money. Furthermore, if we lend you money, can you repay it in your lifetime? After Amara finished speaking, she didn't look at Elena and continued to play with her newly made nails. Elena's sighs held tears. I'll definitely earn money to return it to you in the future. How do you earn money? Her aunt looked at her with disdain. She spoke mercilessly. How can you make money? Are you going to sell your body? Elena was used to hear insulting words. But when she saw the proud expressions of the two in front of her, she couldn't help but feel sad. In the car accident 5 years ago, her father died on the spot and her mother went into a vegetative state. Even the home that she grew up in was occupied by her uncle and aunt. If she had a choice, even if she was beaten to death, she wouldn't be willing to step into this family. However, tomorrow was the deadline given by the hospital. If she couldn't borrow money today, her mother would lose her life. Elena collapsed on the ground. Aunt, I beg you, please save my mother. I can do anything you want. I beg you. Her aunt and Amara looked at each other. Their gaze once again fell on her. It's not impossible for me to lend you money. If you marry second young master of Mona family, I will give you the money. Elena was stunned for a moment and pointed at Amara. But the person the Mona family is going to marry tomorrow is Amara. So what if it is me? Don't forget. The one who needs money now is you. Amara stood up and opened the photo in her phone for her to see. Look at how your mother looks like, with tubes all over her body. She definitely won't feel good. Right? Why do you have a picture of my mother? Elena was halfway through her sentence when something flashed across her mind and her eyes suddenly widened. Did you do it? Her eyes turned red. She wished she could bite them to pieces. You deliberately asked the doctor to remove the treatment device from my mother's ward, didn't you? Her angry and anxious look made the two very satisfied. You guessed right. Amara took back her phone. Whether your mother is dead or alive depends on whether you agree or not. Elena clenched her fists and her nails dug deep into her palm. The pain made her regain some rationality. After a while, she glared at Amara. Okay. I promise you. Her words were firm and powerful. If I marry into the Mona family and you don't treat my mother, I will definitely not let you off. Hearing her agree, her aunt let out a sigh of relief. That's more like it. We are a family, so we should help each other. Furthermore, the Mona family is a prestigious family. You will definitely enjoy life after marrying him. Elena lowered her head, and her tears gushed out. Everyone knew that second son of Mona family was disabled. It was also rumored that his personality was violent and fickle. In short, her life had been ruined. The next day was the wedding. Early in the morning, Elena sat in the car of the Lewis family and went to the wedding venue. No matter how aggrieved Elena felt, she had to complete this wedding. Her mother was still in the hospital. At the wedding venue, when Mr. Mona and Mistress Mona saw Elena walk out, their expressions immediately became very ugly. The Lewis family changing their bride at the last moment. This was clearly looking down on their son. Ryan sat on the wheelchair at the end of the red carpet and there was no joy or anger on his face. He was like a wooden sculpture without any emotions. Only his eyes were dark and deep, making people feel as if they were sinking into an abyss. Elena was surrounded and walked forward. Her two hands were tightly intertwined. She didn't know how second young master of Mona family would treat her. Elena's heart became more and more nervous. Finally seeing this man's face clearly, She was immediately shocked. How could it be him? Welcome to download Joyread app to read more chapters of Bride of the Mysterious CEO novel online.